Mike, phone. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep. So I look good. I'll probably be looking crazy. Again, I would like to request hair and makeup. I don't know why I have not been able to get this.
It's not in the budget.
I would like, and in my dressing room, if I can have keto snacks, I would like to have.
You gotta tilt the mic too. For some reason, it's easy.
This mic don't like me.
No, not the mic. That's the problem. The equipment is.
This mic. This mic is not like it. That mic was way better for me last week. I should have sat over there.
Yeah, but you really still don't be able to be hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you gotta.
Maybe if you bought it closer. Is this good?
Right. Well, if you talk, all right. So look at my waves and look at your waves.
I'm looking at my waves. Where's the waves?
See how it jumps up
because you talk like this. That's why you be like. Yeah, maybe I gotta raise my voice?
You should raise your voice. That's what this is about. This is a recording.
All right, where is my hair and makeup?
It's not in the budget.
This will be my last episode.
It's not in the budget. Not in the budget.
This is crazy. I ain't messing with you today.
The budget is fucked as is.
You're in a mood. I'm not gonna mess with Mr. Know-It-All today.
Oh boy.
He's in a mood.
Not in the mood.
He's not in the mood to deal with my sugar honey iced tea.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Ain't no reason to be corny today.
I'm always corny according to you.
See how you brought it down? Because you're always trying to be talking sultry, so you're just like...
I don't be talking sultry.
You're like, see how sometimes...
So Jamila said the same thing when
like,
we
used to train.
Uh-huh. We was training before COVID, took my fabulous job and turned it into a desk job. She was like, whenever you get the mic, your voice just changes.
Yeah, what is that about? like any other time it's...
She was like, whenever you get the mic, your voice just changes. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, that's very true. So, but we want to project. This is what we do. This is a audio experience. I'll be seeing other podcasts, so when the guests come on and they be like, yeah, so I said, yo, would you raise your fucking voice and speak to the people? You know. I don't know. I got the Mondays.
I know, a horrible case.
Yeah, I'm just not in the greatest of moods today. I don't know. You know what? It wasn't even a situation where I was in the greatest of moods or whatnot. I just feel like I've been working.
That makes sense. I think you're also not in the greatest of moods, which is okay. Mm-hmm. I think we all have our times as a licensed professional counselor. It's okay to have a case of the Mondays and to not be okay. What you don't want to do is to make it so that it feels like the Mondays every day. You know, and my mom said, which is not therapy, but Steph Poe was a therapist, kind of like a life coach. Mm-hmm. She said, you know, give yourself a certain amount of time to feel a certain way, right? So let's say if you have the Mondays right now,
right?
Say, you know what, I'm gonna allow myself to have the Mondays until 6:00 or 8. I guess it'll be 8. Maybe it's 9:00. Until 9:00. So I'm going to feel however I feel about the situation until 9:00. After 9:00 is done, it's dead. I'm doing something else, and I'm doing something else with my mind and something else with my time. So that's what she said. Put a limit on it. Feel whatever you're going to feel. Put that limit on it. When it's done, let it be dead. Bury it. Move on to the next thing. Because it's always the next thing.
Good shit. Can you hear me from both headphones?
Nope. I don't. I could barely hear you from this one. Talk. Say something.
Me.
Say that again.
Hello.
Real low.
I don't know why y'all headphones been on.
Super low. And I wasn't ready. I had a late meeting at work, so I didn't have a chance to get myself together.
Well, I rushed right in.
My bundles ain't looking right.
From my second job.
Oh, I'm doing this in between. I got 3 jobs. No, you hate when I say that. I got 3 jobs and a business. Shout out the Party on the Run. And to all my clients who have been so graciously hitting me up and requesting custom craft cocktail tables. It is such an upscale premier bartending experience that is customized and privatized for your party needs. I'm also about to introduce my family reunion barbecue drink tables. So that's what's new coming up. So if you have a family reunion, you want
What is a barbecue table?
Oh, I'm not even giving out my ideas
Yeah.
because your listeners might take my stuff and run.
Yeah,
But it is just it's when you think about that cousin at the cookout who always bring the drink and you be like, oh my goodness, not just a bottle of Henny, but that cousin that bring the drink, right?
What cut?
Like you don't got a cousin to just like
that bring the good shit?
All right, I'll give you an example. I ain't got to
bring the good shit cousin.
So when we used to do Little League football, and there was that one guy who shall remain nameless, shout out to him, he would always have something, and he'd be pouring it in, not my cup, but y'all cups. He always had something.
Yeah.
It's like that, except it's a setup, it's a, you know what I mean? Think of like a candy table, but with drinks. Think of a sweets table.
Please stop letting
alcohol.
people know that we used to be drinking at Little League football games.
I didn't say football game. I said remember the guy from Little League football when we would all be together. I didn't say where we was together at. Okay.
Parents be drinking a Little League football game.
Parents be getting super drunk.
Man,
not me.
I was drinking at high school football games. That's over now too, but that was fun.
We can't drink at college football games. We have to drive afterwards.
Shh. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They was getting saucy and they was tailgating when we went up there.
Because they was probably staying the night.
That's true. Well, it's only Lancaster.
Maybe like homecoming we'll get a room or something, so we won't gotta go home. No, we ain't
I'm not going up there for a college homecoming unless it's my college.
Why wouldn't you go to Donovan's homecoming game at his college?
Oh yeah, the game. Yeah, that's true.
Like I didn't say go to Millersville homecoming. Like what?
I be forgetting.
It's Millersville.
I be forgetting it's a game attached to homecomings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I pick this song?
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you may not.
No, you may not.
Very few things in this world that are just for me.
In this world are just for me.
And I would like to pick the song.
And I would like to pick the song.
That's why your ass can't project.
That's why you can't project. It's supposed to be a low background noise when I'm mocking. I'm not supposed to mock you at your tone. Never mind. Moving on.
Just another manic Monday.
I was about to say, please don't play. How about you play I'm Happy or something by Pharrell? Play something that's going to uplift the mood. You know what I mean? It's almost springtime. Play Summertime by Will Smith. Never mind. We're not doing anything about shit. We done played Will Smith out. We can't play nothing from him. I don't know. Play like a feel good. You know, always make me feel good.
What's that?
The Chris Brown Go Crazy. That song makes me happy. It makes me everything I do is amazing. Go crazy. I got what you need.
Man, I want to play.
I'm happy.
Can I play?
No Wu-Tang.
No. Can I play Queen?
What's Queen? No.
Don't stop me now.
No, I will. The listeners, not on my show. Wait for your regular podcasters to get back. I don't. Yeah, no.
Don't stop me now. I'm gonna play with the song. Without further ado, is the breakdown for the. Welcome back.
Welcome back
to episode 113.
113
of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast, and I am your host, Mr. Know-It-All, a.k.a. Keith Saunders, b.k.a. Michael Voorhees, and a.k.a. Haiku. If you want to be rapper about it.
Kelly don't say Dylon no more?
No, don't say spit hot fire, Dylon. No,
we
haven't done that. Yeah, we kind of retired that.
Dylon. Is it Dylon? No, I always mess it up. Never mind.
It would be 5 Dylons.
Oh, okay. You want me to try it again?
No, I don't want you to try it again. I just want you to leave that alone. But I can appreciate what you did. I was just trying to make you feel at home. You make me feel at home. I live here. What are you talking about?
But I'm in your podcast land.
That's true. But I still feel at home. I feel pretty good.
Oh, that's good, because 5 minutes ago you was about to jump.
Well, I guess some good old Fugees. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that to you. You know what I mean? And bring you back to life. Hold up. I'm looking for something. Beside me, to my left, filling in for the day.
Howdy.
Seems like she's doing that a lot more often these days.
I know.
Yeah. We're going to get back on to the Till Death Do Us circuit ASAP. as well. We got a few things coming up with that.
Yeah, I agree. So Deaf Duos would be nice because that is actually part of my. I have half of that. I own half of that podcast.
You own half.
I came up with the name.
Onesie, you pussy!
I don't know why you play that every time I say. I don't think people understand what that even means.
It's hilarious. You gotta. And sometimes drops are just to be drops. Let people figure the shit out on the back end.
Okay.
Shay Bree.
Hey, howdy. Is that my? Okay. What is you supposed to say something? I'm supposed to.
Nah, I just want you to talk and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, it is me.
Yeah.
Shannon, aka Shay.
Right.
BKA, that's business known as Shay Bree, aka Mrs. Know-It-All, if you want to be podcast about it. IG, Instagram, and Facebook.
All those things. Oh, man, what a stressful... You know what? It hasn't been a stressful day because not as much has gone on, but...
Right.
I'm here. My partners are busy today, so I got to bring
Your
this
life
luxury.
partner is here.
My life partner's always here with me. Thank you for filling in. I appreciate that.
No problem.
But you definitely going to get this luxurious content from the kid. Sitting here with my dad hat, my dad shirt on. I look like a goddamn U football coach right now.
Hey.
It is what it is.
Blessings. That's what's coming up off your shirt. It's blessings, okay? You gotta, like I said, that cup ain't half empty. It's half full. Come on, let's get this half full talk going.
All right, here we go.
Can't do the half empty
without
talk.
further ado on that.
And now for all of you who like to think big, here's Mr. Know-It-All.
It is me. It is me. It is me.
Yay. Can
So
we get a round of applause? No.
Damn. No, I didn't
It's
load
like
up
when
the
you
round
walk
of
out, like
applause.
when they call Jimmy Fallon and he walks out and everybody
Oh,
applauds.
yeah. I used to have the round of applause on here. I don't know what happened. I'm going to have to get back to that. But I will give myself a drop a bomb for myself about that. He looked lovely, baby. He looked lovely. Oh, man. But, as always, get with us on IG at Mr_Know-It-All_pod, the Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page. And please, send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. This is MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. For all the fans that are fans of the fans, the people that you know that listen all the time, I'm working on an episode where I'm going to simultaneously have my cousin Dave, he's one of the big fans, and the name you hear all the time, Humberto. I'm gonna have them on the same podcast, so we're gonna see how that works out. I'm gonna try to
to do that podcast.
You want to do that podcast?
Yeah, I should be. I don't know.
What?
I would like to be a part of that.
You want to be a part of that podcast?
Yeah, Kane. Whenever I'm on the show, he texts me little things, or he laughs at my jokes.
Right.
Yeah, you should just have me. I should just come to all the podcasts.
I think you are here for all the podcasts. You're just not here. You're upstairs most of the time.
I'm usually making drinks and refreshments for the guests.
Well, party on the run.
Yep. That's
Party
what we do.
on the run. Everything good?
Everything is great.
I know we're doing catch up with my partners. At
well,
this
you
time.
know, I just got some interesting news about work.
You know, if you want to share that. Did you want to share
Well, no,
that?
I'm not sharing the news. I think the one thing that I'm learning in life is that change is inevitable. And the minute you think that you got something good, and then it gets shaken up. Not necessarily that it turns bad, but you just got to work around some things. So I'm learning that in these ever changing times that things are ever changeable. I think I'm learning a lot, but I'll save that for my prayers tonight. I won't share that on here, but yeah.
So since you said that word inevitable, quick segue. Remember that thing that I showed you yesterday?
It's hard for me to steer this. I need my mic this way because if I gotta talk to the mic this way, I can't look at you when you talk. So can I just?
Yeah, why don't you turn the chair a little bit, and
Well,
then
wheels on this chair.
there's not wheels on that chair. No, there's not. You make this difficult.
I don't know how to work the mic.
There we go.
Not
All right.
this one anyway.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so remember we was talking about yesterday. there was a meme on, I think it was on Twitter. I don't know if I saw it on Twitter or not, where the guy was matched with a woman, and it said, "We found a match for you." And under the match, you automatically, I guess, whenever you get a match, you automatically send somebody a message. So the girl sent him a message, and the message says, "Hello there." And underneath that, he put a meme of one of the Star Wars characters, and it said General Kenobi. Now, this is in reference. Now, this is a whole like thing based upon like a Star Wars fan page that was put on social media, and he's basically saying. And then right underneath, when she said General Kenobi, she's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then underneath that, he said, "I clearly read this wrong. You have a good day." So, when people say they were matched, remember when I asked you, what did I ask you? I said, since you're a Marvel fan and I'm a Marvel fan, and we were on dating sites and we both were single, and I said to you, they said we're matched. So you send me something over and it says, "Hi, I'm Shannon." And I say, "Hi, I'm Inevitable."
And I said,
because you're a Marvel fan, would you think that was funny and on-putting? Or even if I said, "Hi, I'm Iron Man." Or something along those lines.
So let me say
saying?
this. I think that there are levels to fandom. I do, and I don't think I'm a Marvel fan at all. Let me not say at all. I'm not a Marvel fan in the way that you would have to be considered a Marvel fan, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So my husband and my son watch Marvel movies, so I have to watch them too. I necessarily wouldn't have went to see Endgame if I didn't have a husband and a son, because I probably wouldn't know as much about Endgame as I do now, because I wouldn't have had a husband and a son. If that makes any sense.
So
I wouldn't put Marvel fan in my profile, because if you came with me with something other than a blockbuster movie, if you hit me with Spider-Man 2 or whatever, that one movie, that's one Spider-Man people don't like, I wouldn't have been able to catch that.
Understood.
Like sometimes I say to people, I need to be your guy in a chair, and they be like, "What?" And I'm like, never mind. So I get that. Like I'm like a level 5.
The guy in the chair?
From Spider-Man, when the fat dude told Spider-Man, "Let me be your guy in a chair," when he thought he was, oh my God.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Wow.
Don't, you talking about Ned. You talking about Ned.
Yeah, when Ned said, "Let me be your guy in a chair."
Oh, okay. He didn't listen.
Like Batman has Alfred.
Right.
He wanted to be his guy in a chair.
Because when you say guy, wait a minute, because one false word could slit that up. And then you could have meant like guy on the couch.
No, he said, different. "Let me be your guy in the chair." Is what he said. He said, "Oh my God, you're Spider-Man. Let me be your guy in the chair." Gotcha. You know what I mean? The home-based guy. Anyway. Gotcha. So see, now I had to. We wouldn't have been matched after that.
Oh, please.
But I think there's levels. So let's just say if you're a newbie, or if you happen to watch Star Wars, but I've watched a Star Wars or two. Mm-hmm. I don't know any of the new plots. I haven't watched any of the new Star Wars. Right. So I could just collecting Star Wars stuff. I might not know the legends of who's related to who and who's gonna who killed who in episode 12 or whatever. So maybe that's what happened. Or when you're looking for love, you're not thinking that somebody is catching like this one thing about your profile is what they're. If I list all these things, if I list lawyer, doctor, veterinarian, loves gnomes, and you come on there like, "Know me to see you," I'm gonna be like, "What?"
Oh, come on, man. What the fuck is that? Know me to see you? That don't even make sense.
It does make sense. You bypass all these great things to shoot in a gnome plug. Like maybe that's how she was feeling. Maybe she ain't get it. Like she might have loved Star Wars movies. She might have been talking about episode 1. Meanwhile, he gets sitting there with a whole Yoda costume on while he's messaging her. Like, that don't mean like what?
But wait a minute. I can understand what you mean by that, but I'm still thinking to myself that I think that that was false advertisement on her part.
I don't think so.
It was, because you can't.
She didn't have a Star Wars backdrop. She ain't have Star Wars. She didn't have "Date Me You" as her like thing.
Yo. Date we will.
Yes, like
but, I mean,
she didn't have all that.
I don't. But wait a minute.
I would do more Yoda references, but I don't know any. But
we still, I think she falls out, because women do that all the time. Women say shit that they don't really give a fuck about, but because men like it, it appeals. You know what I mean? It appeals to their sensibilities.
I don't think it's necessarily that we do things because men like it.
Are you a football fan?
Yes.
No, you're fucking not a football fan.
I'm not a okay. All right. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Saying.
I am a Steeler fan. And the way I was raised in
Right.
Pittsburgh is that you watch the games and you wear your paraphernalia and you talk shit to all the rest of the bum ass teams in the NFL. That's what a Steeler fan is. That is my version of liking football. And my son plays football.
Right.
That is my version of being a football fan. I come from the best, not the best city, but I come from the city with the best football team, the most rings, okay? The best colors.
They're not the team
please.
with the most rings.
They are.
The
They
Patriots
are.
got
No,
just as many.
no, it doesn't matter what you
They
say.
do. They
It
got
doesn't
just
matter.
as many
It doesn't
now.
matter. It doesn't
All right.
matter.
Okay.
We have the most because we've had them the longest.
You tied with the most.
Please don't. We have.
You are, man.
So that is my idea of being a football fan.
That's not your
Now,
banana.
if you ask me what down this is, who's on offense and who's on defense,
You're not a fucking football fan.
if you ask me what announcer said this or even what channel this game come on, I can't tell you.
If you can't name 5 people
I can.
on the defensive side
Come
of the ball.
on, now you get me. I don't
What you
I don't know
mean?
that. I don't
The
not,
Pittsburgh
I don't-
Steelers
I'm not
defense?
even in the city where I can even look at my games all the time. Y'all hog the TV
Oh
on
my!
Sundays.
You fucking kidding me?
It's too much.
I got the Sunday
It's too
ticket
much.
upstairs all the time.
It's too much
Come on,
for me
it's
right
red
now.
zone, it's all
Okay.
that, man. Come
Okay.
Come on.
I need to know one thing.
Name all 3 of your coaches.
Okay. First of all, it is stop. Stop. Are you kidding me? Don't do that.
Watch closely.
Don't do
You're
that.
about to experience a nigga moment.
Go ahead.
First of all, there's Big Mike. Okay. There's Bill Cowher and Chuck Noll. Get out my face. Get out my face and go play in somebody else's face. Go play in somebody else's face. That's why your phone's ringing.
I know. Yeah.
Scam not likely.
No,
Okay.
it's Miles, the landscaper.
Oh, he wanted to see. You better run upstairs and get
I
on
know,
that
he
money.
wanted- yeah.
Uh-oh, the show is mine.
Hello?
Yeah, he has to pay our
Hey, what's going on,
landscaper.
man? You
It's like, nah,
outside?
we only got 2 patches of grass that he be cutting.
No. I know. I saw already. I said, are you outside or whatnot? Because I'm doing something right now. Oh, all right. Can you meet me like halfway down the block? Because I'm doing something. Or matter of fact, can you give me about an hour? All right. Cool. All right.
He's negotiating the $15 fee.
Not negotiating. I don't negotiate.
So I am a football
I don't
fan,
negotiate
and I
with
just named
landscapers.
my 3 coaches. Okay, so don't play with
That's
me.
cool. Now name
I
5
don't- and
people
this ain't.
from.
Is this a trivia
I'm
podcast?
just- this is the thing.
What kind of podcast is this? I wouldn't put football fan. I would put Steelers fan.
You are still, but Steelers play football.
That's fine. But if you
But
come with me,
apparently, y'all in Pittsburgh believe that they just throw black and yellow shit on and walk around.
that's
It's
crazy.
a way of life.
And we're going to change the subject because I will walk right out of here. You will not disrespect my damn team, and you got on black and yellow right now,
Wait a minute.
disrespecting my entire team. Nope, don't clear it up.
These
don't
are
clear it.
the
Nope.
Millersville Marauders.
And you wearing that? That's supposed to be your graduation party shirt. You wearing that
I'm
shirt? You
going to
rocking
get-
that shirt to sleep?
I'm gonna get another. Let me get another one.
That's crazy. They only had one that said dad.
I was so corny though when I went up to the spring game and whatnot. I had my black and gold, black and yellow Adidas on.
So for Father's Day, we was gonna get you a pair. Donna was like, "Dad's not gonna wear these."
What for Father's Day?
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was
for
your
my
birthday.
birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So anyway, so
Yeah.
again, women don't pretend things.
they do.
We're interested in what you're interested in. It doesn't mean we know exactly what everything is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm interested in Marvel. I can't tell you exactly what movie is or who Black Shadow Queen is or who the guy with the flaming arrows is. I might not know all of that.
Who the fuck is the guy with the flaming
I don't know,
arrows?
but I'm sure there is one. Or who's
Who
going to
the fuck
turn
is the Black
invisible
Shadow Queen?
and can run real fast and turn into a mouse and turn into an ant. I might not know all of that.
Come on, all right.
It's Mouse Man.
I'm a
I
little-
might not know who Mouse Man
This
is,
goes
but
online. I'm a little bit embarrassed about your ignorance of the Marvel.
I'm not
shit.
being ignorant. I'm being funny.
No,
Okay, I know who the Marvel Universe
I'm
is.
just a little bit embarrassed by you.
Don't be embarrassed. Iron Man was the best, followed by Hulk. But it is what it is.
Okay. Well, I'm glad, but I just thought I'd bring that up and whatnot. I wanted to ask you,
Sure.
when these podcasts go out with just you and I on air, you have like a little hive, like a little fan base, and I'm just trying to understand exactly why
Have a high.
I don't know.
Say, I gotta have.
Nah,
I
I mean, it's like it's not. I think it's a few people. Like I think when they read the description of it, or when I put a video or something up, reading that that's what it is. People are interested in what you have to say. Why do you believe that it is? I don't know if it's just because it's you, or maybe it's because it's us. What is it about people that are so damn nosy about people's relationships?
I don't think it's necessarily that people are nosy about relationships. I think that people are interested in other people's lives. You know what I mean? And it's different. You figure that you, Kelly and Ruff, y'all have a show, y'all have a content, y'all have a way of doing things. So it gets put out there.
Right.
Very interesting, very entertaining. But when it's different, it's like, oh, shoot. You know, it's almost like when, how can I put it? It's almost like when Ellen, like on Christmas, when she has her 24 days of giveaway, people are going to watch that show more just because it's different than what's normally put out there. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you want to see, because you want to see what people get or people have.
No, it's just
like
different.
It's
a
when
different.
You trick-or-treating and you walk past somebody's house and look on the inside.
Well, no, I don't. So I think you're thinking about it a little bit differently. I think you're thinking about it like, oh, because we're in a marriage together that people want to hear. I mean, they very well could want to hear what married people have to say.
I believe that.
I think too, it could be that. It could be that it's different than the regular product that you put out. And it could be because I'm funny and people want to, and I'm good looking and people want to see me and they want to, that my mouth keep hitting this. They want to hear what I have to say.
Okay.
So,
I
think it's probably a perfect storm of all of that.
I think it could be all those things. I was just sit up there
And
wondering.
I'm entertaining as hell.
Well, yeah, that too. And I mean, it's not to say that you're not entertaining. It's not to say that it's not
either
a good product.
comedy or stripping. I mean, it's like that meme where it says, "What did God know not to give you?" Oh, this is going way left.
I know. What the fuck are we talking about? Yo. Jesus Christ.
A flat
man.
stomach, okay?
Oh, Lord.
I got everything else. Tell me to get it. And it's all natural. Anyway.
Good job, baby.
So that's what I think it is. I think it's just that, like you said, it could be that nosiness. People want to see how we relate.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what I'm saying. Do you think it's like a comparison thing?
Like what?
Like people compare their lives to what they see? Because I think that all people like I think that when guys put those the new meme that's out or whatnot, it's not new, but it's been out there or whatnot. They like abuse comes in more than one form, kings. You know what I mean? With your woman picking off your fucking plate. That shit's always real. You know what I'm saying? That's a to me that's a universal thing. Or nobody, no woman on earth knows exactly what the fuck she wants to eat ever. I don't understand it unless you're cooking it.
So I might be backtracking some. Stop me if I am.
Okay.
But I don't find people's marriages that. I would not listen to a podcast with a husband and a wife.
I don't. Well,
I'm not listening to that.
I've listened to
because again,
them.
I'm gonna hear this. Oh, you eat off my plate. Yep, we do the same thing. Oh, he fall asleep when I'm watching TV. Yep, we do the same thing. Oh, he'll never want to cook.
But you know why though? You know why?
I don't want to hear. I live
but
that.
I think
don't want to listen to that.
Exactly, because you live that. That's because you're married. I think it's
but I feel
different.
like we talk about that. I feel like we talk about issues and we laugh, we
joke.
Yeah,
but it's the relatability of it. But what I'm saying is that people want to see that as well. They want to hear everything and it's especially appealing to people that are not married.
There ain't nothing to hear.
People, you would not believe.
We've been together for 20 years. We got 2 kids. One of them's grown. Mm-hmm. And you got a podcast. And I bartend and do therapy. I mean, oh, damn, we sound interesting as hell.
We sound like the fucking Incredibles.
We do.
Shit, you save the world on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? You got a son that lifts trains up and shit. Runs real fast, tackles niggas, and
we got a daughter who's like in Encanto. She is yet to find her power, but it is okay. We working on it.
She's definitely Jack.
She's very talented though. They're just very artistic. She paints well. Mm-hmm. She's taken over my what did I used to call my bracelet line? It was Manifest Magic. I can't remember what it's called, but now it's lyrics.
Manifest Ray Moon.
It was It was Manifest Inner Magic or something like that.
Manifest Monday.
Monday. She's taken over that. She's she's perfected the craft of making her intention bracelets. So I mean, Lyric has a lot of little niches. She gets her stuff from you. But I don't know. I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to listen to nobody was married.
But see, and that's the whole point. Well, maybe because people are not really interested. Maybe that's what it is. But to me, I've listened to other married couples podcasts before, and I listen to it, and I mean, like you said, people is cool, but I think that I'm jaded because I'm married. You know what I mean? Just like,
But
I think that when I listen to people that are single, just listening to the way the single people talk, I'm like, wow, you motherfuckers is clueless. And they'll have an argument about an argument, and then people's theories and all that shit be crazy. And I'm like, well, maybe it's because I'm jaded. Maybe it's because I'm not at that point. Maybe it's because I don't look at things in the same way. When it comes down to it. It's just me. But I do know that they find this extremely appealing.
I think it's because, and I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts. Matter of fact, I can't listen to the single people podcast because I feel like it's the same show, just a different person. It's either two girls talking about this, one gay girl, one straight girl, three guys. It's all about sex, money, who's getting flown out, who's having sex, what sex position, and this sex. And
But
that
so you know
sex,
what it is? I'm going to tell you what it is.
But hold on, I didn't finish my thought.
I'm sorry.
So I feel like that's why I can't listen to it because it sounds like how can I put it? To me, and I'm not naming any podcast in particular, but I know some of them that's what it is. Like it's for, it's about sex, it's for sex like that. So I get those ones, right?
Right.
If your content is supposed to be about that, but I feel like sometimes when we're in a car ride and we're going somewhere for 5 or 6 hours and you listen to 4 or 5 of them. By the fourth one, I'm like, I done already heard you say this.
But the problem,
like in a different, like it's another group talking about the same thing.
So you don't see the difference between the ones that are more entertaining than others? Maybe it's not the content, or maybe it's the way that the content is presented. Because some motherfuckers got a knack for presenting the content. And some of them are like, what the fuck am I listening to?
I think, so if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it.
Right.
I think that I get tired of hearing how nice the single life is. I want to hear these fuckers all the time. I want to hear y'all talking about how much fun y'all have, how y'all drinking, how y'all doing this. I don't want to hear that.
But that shit is that shit is for the birds. Me and Kelly was talking about that last week.
Yeah, we went here. Remember, he flew me out. And I'm sitting here like, look at listen to these fabulous ass life people.
Bored as hell. Are you
so
kidding
it be that,
me?
and then you can only hear about how much somebody done. I'm going to be proper because my coworkers might be listening. I don't know if I gotta hear
this podcast.
I don't know. They could.
I don't think so. But go ahead.
I don't want to hear about how much D you done sucked and how much P you done ate and how many girls you bagging.
You might just say the words.
I can't. My coworkers might be listening.
D you done sucked and P you done ate.
Yeah,
eating P
I don't
want to
hear about that. I mean,
P.
yeah, I don't, and that's vice versa. Even for the men, how many D's they done sucked for the women? How many P's and how many people they done ate and sucked and what swingers things they go to and like so. By the 5th, we in the car for like we going to Pittsburgh. Right. He done put on 4 different podcasts. And I got to listen to literally the same conversation, just transform. We already know everybody out here having sex, but ain't nobody catching nothing. I think there was one girl who admitted that she had something. Like everybody having all this sex with all these rich people. Everybody's bills is getting paid.
But I think it's
ain't nobody having sex with broke people. Like it's just like it's like a walk-in Facebook group.
But it's the way that it's presented. If you would have just said, you see how when you said you was like, yo. You was like, I mean, we ain't nothing going on with us or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You work, I work or whatnot. We got this, that, and the third, and we do this on the side and blah, blah, blah. And as you started to total it up, like, oh, that do sound kind of interesting. So what happens is that when these people present what they're doing, I mean, look, they little fuck buddy they met at the club and shit like that. It might have just been a regular sex session. But if somebody tell the story properly, and this is what I mean, I think a lot of times people get confused. Why everybody think they could do this? Because people are so stuck into what they feel is interesting. People feel like whatever that comes out of their mouth is interesting because it's interesting to them.
You feel like that?
Because it is interesting.
But it might be interesting to you.
But see, the difference with me though is that I'm a writer. Now I'm dead ass serious. This comes from the heart. This comes from the heart. I live off of the fact that I've been telling stories in elaborate fashion, in detail, for years.
I don't think you tell stories in detail.
I tell stories in massive detail. I even give you comparisons.
In massive detail?
Massive detail.
I don't think you tell stories. First of all,
I
me and you debate most of the time. You
Well,
don't tell
yeah,
me a
that's the-
story.
yeah,
We
yeah.
go back and forth about. You'll say, "Look, I was driving down the street and it was raining," and I'll say, "What day? Yesterday? Yeah, it was." I'll say,
I
"No,
don't
yesterday it was
never-
snowing."
I don't even talk that plain.
Just listen.
I don't
You'll
even
say-
talk
You'll
that
just say,
plain.
"Yesterday
Go
it was
ahead.
snowing." It was raining. I'll say, "No, it wasn't. It was snowing." Shannon, we'll get so caught up on the detail that you're trying to sell me and whether or not it was. Then you'll end up Googling it. Then we'll get off track. Then I'll
But
say,
that's
I don't even
because
want to
you
hear the story.
argue with whatever I'm talking about. My thing is that I explain things in the detail into which and I'm very meticulous with my words.
Okay.
I am. I just am. I've always been that way.
Maybe it's a regular thing for me, so I don't notice it because you've been
Yeah,
doing
you're
it
jaded.
so long.
It's called being jaded.
I don't think it's called. I just think it's called something that you don't like. You don't notice how pretty I am.
I'm not
Sometimes
saying
when I
it's a
get dressed and
bad
I do
thing.
my hair, it doesn't mean that it's not there.
You're absolutely right.
Oh,
But I know
damn,
I
I'm
always,
absolutely right.
no, I always know
Now
how
our show
pretty
turned
you
into a regular. Now our show to a regular ass show. That's crazy as hell.
No,
That's crazy. So you're and you said it with much. You are absolutely right.
No, because you're saying it along the lines of sometimes that you feel like you go the extra mile and I'm not paying
I didn't
attention.
say extra mile. That's regular for me.
It's regular. So what the fuck is the problem? You say you're absolutely right then.
I don't know.
All right then.
It hit a nerve.
Well, let's get.
1v1 you pussy!
We gotta come up with a difference. We gotta come up with a different thing.
I love that. I love that drop.
But that's why there's only like 2 podcasts I can really listen to. You make me listen to podcasts all the time. I can listen to your podcast because it's funny, especially when I'm on it. I can listen to all 2 hours of it. And then I listen to like chakra balancing podcasts.
Why do you think you can listen? Just answer me that question because I'm gonna be honest with you and whatnot. There's a few things. There are a few people in my life that give me validation in order to keep moving forward and even doing this. You're one of them. So, but I want the understanding of, because I know this is not to me in my mind. I don't look at any of this as a facade. I do this and am passionate about this on purpose. And really, I feel as if, maybe it's the envy in me. Maybe it's the same way I was when I was rapping. Maybe it's the envy in me. Maybe I just feel like I'm so much better than a lot of niggas because of the way that my brain works. But people don't appreciate what's better. A lot of times people appreciate whatever the content consists of. But for instance, before you even say that, I'm not naming anything in particular. One thing that I realized is that when I did that podcast madness thing, I realized that a lot of first and foremost, there's certain podcasts that people just hate, period, because they hate the person that runs the podcast.
I only voted because of the names. I don't know.
Besides
Joe Button and Drink Champs, I don't know any of them.
But listen to what I'm
So
saying.
I was voting on the names.
But some people are like you. I don't want to keep seeing or hearing the same people talk about some of the same shit.
That's not why I don't listen to podcasts.
No, but just listen to what I'm saying. I'm not talking about you per se. I'm just saying that some people are on that type of vibe. I'm using your instance that you said earlier, you know what I mean, to bring a point home. Some people, regardless of whoever the interviewee is, they want to hear about somebody that they consider famous in their culture. So therefore, it's almost like people tuned into Oprah Winfrey because Oprah Winfrey had the best people on the show in order to interview to get into their life.
Oprah.
That's my point. But I feel like Montel Williams' show was more entertaining.
But also, you have to define
Maury, that's the point.
You got to define entertaining.
That's my whole point. So it's all subjective. It's all subjective. You're absolutely right.
Is. You have some
agree
people
with that.
like I don't like talk radio, so I wouldn't listen to podcasts.
See, I love talk radio.
I'm not a talk radio person.
Okay.
I don't like to hear anybody talk. I talk for a living. I don't want to hear nobody talk about something that I can't see your face and I got to stare. I don't like talk radio.
But I feel like, see, even when you say, I don't even know how we got onto this, but I like this topic, so we're gonna stick with this. I don't even like to hear people say that because the statistics prove otherwise. And I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about the shit like Howard Stern being as big as Howard Stern got over his 45-year career. I'm talking about Joe Rogan making $150 million a year, you know what I mean, with his stuff signed to Spotify, and he's been doing a podcast for 14 years. I'm talking about a dude.
But you
like,
take people who already so Howard Stern had a radio following, right? So you're taking people who already had a following.
That's not what I'm
Joe
talking about.
Rogan had a following and then made a podcast.
But wait a minute, no, Howard Stern started from the bottom.
From radio.
From radio.
Right.
So that's my whole, I'm not talking about a podcast
He was
per
given
se.
an audience. When you start in radio, you're given an audience. If I go on Power 99 right now, I'm giving an audience.
Wait, I got that. I understand.
And now if I go on Power Shay 105, I don't got no Shay, not Shade.
I get that portion.
Shay. If I go on my own radio show, I don't have a following. I have to build that.
But you're
talking about like anybody who's put on a major network is given a following.
But here's the deal with Howard Stern. Howard Stern started local, and then he got an opportunity. Listen, he got the opportunity to go local in a major market, which got syndicated later. But he dealt with so much and getting kicked off of radio stations and the SEC,
which made people want to listen to him more.
That's my point. So he built the following up that way because he was still terrestrial radio. It was shit that he couldn't do. So what happened is by the time Howard Stern's career had hit a high, that's when XM radio came out and he signed a contract there. That shit that was going on 15, 16, might have been close to 20 years ago.
Definitely 20-something years. He signed with XM. Oh, yeah, probably like 22.
That's what I'm saying. So just think about that. So he took that entire audience that he had in those terrestrial markets that he had.
I think
same thing with Wendy Williams.
No, listen, because I think you're comparing apples to oranges. And I say that because they're people who were in different things that then turned to podcasting. You started a podcast.
I'm not talking about podcasting. I'm just talking about the personality on-air personality.
Okay.
Regardless of not because Howard Stern doesn't consider what he does podcasting.
So what is your question? Is your question why doesn't your personality take to people who listen to podcasts?
No. I think probably I would always have that, but I think it's because more people haven't been exposed to it. So I never think about that because I automatically think that if more people are exposed to it, it would be more people that would gravitate, especially if this is what you're into. If you're into listening to somebody high energy and, you know what I'm saying, that they can explain themselves well and as funny as witty, that lends itself to itself. I'm sorry, I don't even mean to be that arrogant about it, but it does.
But it's marketing. You have to get people to listen.
That's my point, and that's the one thing I'm not debating. What I'm talking more about is
I'm lost.
I'm talking more about the bullshit that's out because, like I said before, everybody thinks they can do this now because it's so simple to do it, and under whatever recording realm that you can do it. The problem is that the product. And that's what makes it difficult for me all the time. The product that's being put out is so mediocre on certain scales, and it's so great on other scales. To me, you shouldn't even be able to match this shit with this shit. But I think that people are shallow, so therefore they go for whatever. If I'm interviewing a rap star every day, and you want to hear me interview this rap star, that's the only reason why you're tuning in. You don't really fuck with me like that. I don't really say nothing that you ain't never heard before. You see me over here though, and I'm coming up with new content, new funny ways of explaining things.
So let me just say from my perspective, all that shit every day. I listen to your podcast and I maybe listen to one other, and listen to Brene Brown. Shout out to her. Sometimes, not all of them, just a few of them.
Shout out to Brene
Brown. But I love her. So I'm a bartender. I have a bartending business.
Right.
So I would watch Drink Champs because it has to do with alcohol.
Okay.
I don't care to hear about Stars Lives. I don't care to hear about what's going on in the Stars life. But because they have people on there talking when they're drunk, that's why I would listen to that. You know what I mean? And I would more so want to watch it more so than listen. Because
let me ask you a question.
Again, I'm a visual person.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel, and this is and I'm not saying anything in particular or whatnot, do you feel like that is the most entertaining show of that podcast realm that's out?
I don't know because I don't listen to them. I've never even listened to an episode of Drink Champs.
Line up 5 shows that you've listened to that are comparable to a Drink Champs.
I don't know because I haven't even listened to Drink Champs.
Oh, okay, you haven't listened to it. Never mind. Fuck it.
The only podcast I listen to all the time is your favorite podcast, outside of yours.
Right.
Is Joe Budden's podcast, and I find that entertaining because I think you like it. So you like to listen to it, and they say jokes and they talk about things and different things like that. So I wouldn't play it on my own, no. But when we're listening, like the other day we was cleaning up and stuff, and you had it on, and when you turned it off, I was like, damn, like why you turn it off? Like it was entertaining. I per se wouldn't listen to that because that's just not my thing. but you like it, and when it's on, it is entertaining, but not entertaining enough for me to go listen to
I
it.
think there's a realm.
Because I'm not, and this is nothing against, that's your favorite podcast. I get it, nothing against them.
Right.
I just don't listen to talk. I'm not a talk radio person.
Which is understandable. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. Which is understandable. I'm just trying to delve a little bit deeper into the mind of.
I don't think so. I
what
think you
people
have
what people are entertained
I don't
by.
know. I think you have your niche, and you have to, like I keep telling you have to find your nichers. I've been telling you this from the beginning. You have to find your. You have to find your nichers. The same way with my business, I have to find my nichers. Yeah. Everybody don't want a craft cocktail table. Everybody don't even see the point.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there's some people who, it's the focal point. I just did a party last weekend. It was a focal point of the party. Without my craft cocktail table, it would have been lacking.
But most people, every consumer, and this is one thing we can move on after this. Just like any other consumer, people don't know what they want until you present it to them. That's real shit. People don't know. Let me ask you a question. Any song that comes out on the radio, if they play the song 50,000 times per day and it keeps getting spins, it might be 4 out of 10 people that hate the fucking song, but more.
Yeah, like that hours and hours song, Kill Me Dead.
But it gets spins.
Okay, kill me.
They don't. The
if I gotta
consumer
listen to her
doesn't
climb
know.
another damn lobster tower, if she say ours and yours and mine and ours, and I don't even know what the rest of the song's words is besides lobster tower, ours, and then ours with the O.
But do you understand what I mean by where people are basically force fed the things that they like, and that's the one thing I
start force feeding people.
Absolutely.
I told you that. That was what I said to you the other day.
More content.
That's what I said. Start because I told you when I asked in this one bartender group how to get my Instagram followers up, she said you have to post 3 times a day, and then you have to interact on other people's posts. You have to leave comments, you have to like, you have to share. Yeah. You basically have to turn you have to seek out and do in order to get your stuff out there. Like you do.
Well, I'm gonna be going part-time soon, folks. Part-time on my job, full-time on the pod.
Oh, well, that is news.
No.
Jesus.
My pockets, the way my pocket's set up is, I wish I could. That's the reason why I would love to hire somebody to be like a publicist. You know what, man? I hate that shit, though. I hate the fact that we got all these young people in our family and whatnot. Ain't nobody really willing to grind out for some.
Go to find a publishing program at Temple and get you a student. Okay,
you damn right.
Get somebody who's looking for an internship.
Temple University and coming your way.
I've been telling you that for years.
I know.
This man takes none of my ideas.
I've taken everything that you've said and what I've implemented it, but it's hard as hell to be the brains and the brawn of an entire operation.
Stop bitching. What are you talking about? I'm the brains and half the brawn. I'll give you a concert party on the run. It's you and me. What are you talking about? I'll be saying you know what? I wish I can hire and tear. No, you get out there and you do that. You know what I mean? Stop wishing, start doing. This is my 58th. I'm not in pep talk mode today. I got to work at 8 o'clock. I got to save a life at 8 o'clock.
All right,
so I can't even.
Gold digger pranks. Have you seen any of those on the thing? With the dude that rolls up with the expensive car, but he meets a girl at the gas station. He comes up, he talks to her, and she flees him at first, and then he like, all right, you cool? And then he jumps in the car, and then she walks over to the car, like, oh, is this your car? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, you just fleed me a couple minutes ago or whatnot. The reason why I bring that up is because I fucking hate these things. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I hate these things. I think the point is already proven. The point is already proven. If you see a girl out by herself and she's single or she ain't married or whatever, or even if she is married, it don't even matter, and you pull up with a nice car and you're giving her the time of the attention, these niggas be the corniest of niggas ever. He be, oh my gosh, I'll be getting annoyed for her. I'm like, would you get out of her fucking face already? Like, he be like, oh no, I'm saying, I realize why.
So is it a prank? Do they have money or no? It's like a rented car.
Most of the time they do. Well, they got money. Somebody.
So what is
in
it to do to see if a girl's a gold? Like to see if a girl's gonna
see
get
if
in
the
a car
girl is the gold digger. See if she lied to them off jump. See if she lied and said, I got a boyfriend.
I think that stuff is so skewed.
Explain.
So I think that here's the thing we're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody likes somebody for some reason. You have men out here who like ugly women who got fat asses because of this. You got men out here who like ugly women with non-fat asses, but they have good sexual abilities and, you know what I mean, good vagina, right? I'm making a point. Let me get there.
All right.
You have women out here who, you know what I mean, love rich men but are not, you know what I mean, that's all that matters. You know, I have an associate who will not date you if you don't make a certain amount of money. Wouldn't even bat an eyelash your way because she likes security and different things of that nature. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think people like what they like. And to think that I'm not going to like you a little bit more because you don't have a little bit more is crazy. Of course, I'm not. Lil Wayne is not my type. He is ugly. I'm sorry, Lil Wayne's just not my type. Okay, but if I was single, okay, and I had backstage passes, and he said, "Oh, look, you trying? Come roll with us." I know who he is. I know what he has. I'm on the bus. I'm not doing anything on the bus, but I'm rolling with them. I'm gonna see how this night go. I might be getting kicked off the bus pretty shortly because I ain't, you know what I mean. I don't be into catching diseases from people, but yeah, no.
But
people like what they like, and to assume
I understand liking what you.
Oh,
like.
you gotta like me for me. No, I like you for
No.
your car and your job. What are you talking about?
All right,
You're okay.
But you can't. You have to take your losses with your losses. You can't double back and try to swoop back in after your shot was given. If I give you the opportunity to shoot the ball and you like, you know what, I'm not even in the game, nigga, fuck out of here. Cool. And then I walk back and you realize, oh shit, this nigga balling heavier than I thought. Hey, I was just playing earlier. Nah, we don't do that.
So I think it also depends on how you approach me. Did you approach me corny? Did you approach me with line?
Maybe this nigga was mad. These niggas be mad corny.
Then that's the thing. Then it could be the disrespect that I'm taking on how you're approaching me that's making me say no. It could be the fact that you came up here and you said these corny things, and it's like, I don't even, you know what I mean? My experience with people like you is like this, so I ain't rocking with you.
All right, but why did she double back when she see the car?
Because now I know that you was playing. That really ain't you. You was just playing.
How? What? No.
Yes.
First and foremost, let me tell you
only
something.
approached me this corny to see
This
it.
world
And what
is
kind of? Why would you want it? Why
trash.
would you want a woman, right?
Right.
You can walk up to and say some dumb shit to who's instantly trying to get your number.
No, but
why would you
wait
even
a minute,
want
wait a
that?
minute. It's not. No. It's not that he's saying dumb
We think
shit.
so different.
No, it's not that he's saying dumb shit. The nigga's just corny. Some niggas is
Like corny, like what?
Like
Hey, you been running around in my head all day. Like what?
These young boys is corny.
I don't. You have to
They come
explain.
up to all right. We used to approach.
No. What is they doing in the pranks?
Okay, in a prank, the guy
Show
just
me
walk.
one.
Hold up, let me see if I can find one. See if the guy just walks up to the girl and he says, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name? You from around here?" Yeah, I mean just like regular shit. But it's to the one of them things. All right, well, you know what I'm saying. Well, and then she like, "No, I'm not from around here." You go, "All right, well, I'm just trying to see real quick. I'm trying to see something. Let me get your number real quick." It's to the point.
She should have said no because number one, you didn't say nothing. But A, shorty is you from around
That's
here.
kind of my point. But
You didn't even put no effort in to get my number.
That's as deep as these niggas go nowadays because especially these young boys, they don't have to have game because that's kind of the point of it.
But I guess I see both sides of it, right? I see that if you approach me wrong and I'm saying no, but then I see your car, it's like maybe because you got some potential, you working, you gotta like you might not know what to say to women, but I know you worth something. But if you walking and you talking to me corny and you might not be worth
But
nothing.
niggas just be corny. Like sometimes, like certain niggas just ain't got it. They don't have it. The what you call it. Me personally, I grew up.
And
I was the. You know what I'm saying? I was the fat broke nigga. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. So if I wanted to get lucky, I had to use my what you call it. Look how you walk up to this girl.
How you doing?
Let me see. I want to see it.
I want to hear from you.
You going home? I'm Nate. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Nautica.
Nautica?
Yeah.
Okay, Nautica. Can I get your number?
I'm sorry.
You sorry what?
I'm in a relationship.
You in a relationship?
Yeah.
How long y'all been dating for?
About 5 years.
For real? It's going good?
It's going very
It could be
well.
better though,
Oh,
right?
see, he ain't corny.
Why not?
That nigga's mad corny.
No, he ain't.
Come on, man.
No,
Niggas
I
corny
think
as shit.
the only corny thing is that he asked for her number
That's-
too. He
it's
asked for her
right.
number too early.
And that's what
but
I'm
when
saying.
she was like, I'm in a relationship, he was like, oh, he still shot a shot. Oh,
That nigga-
okay.
but that
How
nigga-
long?
these
How
niggas is
long?
shooting
You been-
air
So,
balls.
no.
They
So,
corny.
but
That
it
nigga's
doesn't.
corny.
But to me, he didn't approach her like, "Hey, ma, you look thick in them jeans." That's corny.
No.
He just said, "Hey,
It
what's your
wasn't
name?"
harassing
He shook
corny.
her hand. He
Right.
he was very gentlemanlike. That wasn't corny.
That nigga's corny.
No, he asked for my number. You don't even got all you got is my name.
That's what
and
I'm
the
saying.
fact that I on these little ass shorts.
He said, "Hey, Nautica, let me get your number." That was
But then
basically
he
it.
was like,
Like,
oh, you in a relationship? Oh, okay, for how long? What's going on? Oh, y'all happy? Y'all this, y'all that? So he was still shooting and shot at me. Not that that's right either, but he still was doing it. You know what I mean? He ain't call her name. He ain't whistle at her.
hold up, let me see another one. I'm sorry. I be wanting you to see it, but I'm trying to.
Just turn your phone towards me.
Hey, how you doing? You look good.
See?
Oh, what you about to get? What's your name? I'm Nate. You're not gonna tell me your name? You engaged? How long you had that problem for? Is that a problem? You
I still don't think that that's,
I
again,
can get 2 minutes?
This nigga's a fucking
I
court.
don't think so. I don't think he's not the most. He's not the most versed. No,
But
Well,
none of
he's-
these you new
But
young
again,
niggas
at
is.
least he said, "Oh, hey, where you walking to? What you doing?" I think that's young. That when you're a young man and you're trying to talk to people, that's what it sounds like.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
All right. So
I
let's
don't think
skip
that's
off,
horrible.
Off of the fact
Now
that
the people who whistle, the people who ate my look at that ass and da 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 da. Oh, you think you too good? Are you gonna keep on walking? Fuck
All
you,
right,
bitch,
no,
like
yeah,
them.
no. I hate
Yeah,
those.
no,
That's
that
whack.
stuff.
That's
no.
what. No, them
No,
niggas.
they look like they was just
Them
they
niggas
was
is
young men.
noodles.
They
Yeah.
remind me of every young
True.
guy on the block.
All right, so forget about the fact that he's corny, because that's up to a female to judge anyway. I think the nigga's super corny, but it is what it is. Females can judge that. Why hit the nigga on the double back once you turn him down? Like, where is the pride that comes in with that? If you turn the nigga down, then turn him all the way down, especially if he's not your cup of tea when you meet him. If he comes off where you
again,
don't like
I
it,
think
if you
these
don't
are-
like his look,
Most
why
women
just leave him alone?
because again, right? Again, when this man drives past her in his sports car, she looking like all damn. Because again,
All damn what?
women,
I missed my
some
opportunity.
women.
I missed my opportunity.
No, we look for security. We look for financial security. So of course,
You don't
even
know
though
but she didn't know what this nigga could offer from the rip. She just knew she wasn't attracted or didn't want to be around
right,
him.
but now I am attracted to your security.
no,
and
you
what you
attracted
have.
to my fucking car.
And what you have. Your car speaks about what you have, right? So the same way
Right.
the same thing with you. You might see a person you're not attracted to, da 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 da. Then they speed past you in a certain car. You're gonna look up like, oh damn. I should at least gave her a shot. You ain't gonna be like, fuck you and your car. You ain't gonna say that.
Men don't do that. That's not what men do.
Whatever.
I wish women to get this out their head and whatnot, because they feel
That's
as
not
if
true.
women feel as if they bossing up and that niggas feel away, or niggas are going to react the way that they react.
A woman,
a man's
all
pride
right,
is
let me
not built like that.
let me say this. You in a club. You in
Right.
a club, new club, open up down the street, whatever.
Right.
You go in there, you with your homies, whatever.
Yeah.
Girl walks up to you, ain't really your type, but I mean she halfway decent, not really your type though. You know, she dressed nice, whatever.
Right.
She say, oh, what's going on? Y'all having a great time? This y'all first time here, so on and so forth. Oh, okay, all right. Well, you cute. What I mean? Can I get your number? Can we talk later? And you're like, oh no, you know what? Nah, I'm cool. Let's say you're not married, and you say, hey, listen, nah, I'm married. It's cool. And she's like, oh, okay, you married? Oh, okay, congratulations. That's great. Da 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 da. Then she walks behind the bar.
I don't know a man.
Listen,
that,
wait.
Go ahead,
Then she walks behind the bar.
Right.
She starts talking to the bartender, getting the inventory and stuff like that. And
Right.
and then you hear somebody call her. Let's say the bar is, I don't know, the bar is Shay's. And somebody say, oh, hey, Shay, da da da.
Right.
And she turn around. You ain't gonna be like, oh
No.
shit.
First of all,
like,
can
that's
I
the owner of this spot.
Can
like,
I
that's
tell
crazy.
you why? Can I tell you why? Can I be honest with you why?
I don't think you're being honest.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. You didn't give me a chance to answer. Men don't turn women down in that fashion. Even if we didn't have the objective in order to call her back, we still, if she was willing to take the number, we would give it a number.
What if what if you're not attracted to her? What if she's short?
So
what if
what?
she's extremely thin? What if she
The
you know what I mean? What if she
because the nigga in the back of his mind, especially if she's well versed or well dressed or whatever, she's cool people or whatnot.
How do you know she's cool people? She talked to you for a minute.
Exactly, or she's cool enough people when you first from off the introduction. She might have a friend. That's the whole thing. Men not looking.
So men take
first and
every
foremost,
woman's
first and foremost,
number.
We got to stop that because women don't approach men on that type time. Well,
Oh, yes, they do.
Well, in Atlanta, I heard that they get down. Like
Oh
that.
no,
You know what I'm
everywhere.
saying?
Yes, they do.
Like come straight to
This
the.
is my spot. First of all, this is my bar, so I do whatever I want in this bar, right?
Okay.
So I walk up to you like, oh yeah. First of all, I'm saying that y'all having a good time because this is my spot, but you don't know that. So
Yeah.
I'm flexing a little bit.
So
Y'all
you
having a good
think that
time.
you think a man
drinks
is going to
pouring.
react like a woman reacts and be like, oh,
yes,
no, cool,
if
I don't want
this-
your number.
Let's say she was 350 pounds.
Okay.
350 pounds, not BBW, just BB. or just BW. No BB, and I'm a big girl. No offense to my big.
She's not beautiful.
I mean, I don't know. You take whatever B away you want to take. I don't know if you want to take
What a B?
Yeah, let's take the middle B. Let's take the middle B away. It's
So
just
this is
big
big
blank woman, okay?
Big woman.
Yeah, big woman. Big woman.
Men don't.
350, 400.
Are
She-
you
she's
really?
real
Are
dressed.
you really going to have me?
I am dead ass serious.
Are you really
400,
going to push me? wait, time out. Don't do
wait,
this.
This is going the wrong way.
We about to have a
This is going- I know,
conversation you don't want to have.
All right. So
Yeah.
no. All right. Let's just say not. There's nothing wrong with that size woman. I'm not saying that, but I know what you're attracted to. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So you can be ladies. You can be 400 pounds. You can be 600 pounds. I'm not saying that at all. There's nothing wrong.
There's something wrong with being 600 pounds. You can fuck. You come on, man. What the fuck is we talking about?
So let me just clear that up. I'm not saying there's
Closely.
anything wrong with
You're
women who are
about to
that size
experience
are
a
not
nigga
sexy.
moment.
I'm not saying that at all.
Uh-huh.
I know what Keith is attracted to. I know his type. So that's why
Hold on,
I'm
but
just
don't
saying
don't
that.
make it seem like I'm attracted to fucking 400 pound
I'm
bitches.
not, but you're not letting me finish
all
my
right, but
disclaimer.
all right, good. Can you get through it a little bit
So
faster?
I know that you're not attracted to rather larger women. So I'm saying that if this
Yo,
woman was rather
son.
larger and she came in and you seen her and she tried to get on you, you wouldn't be like, yeah, let me take the number, or I hope you don't. What the hell you be doing in these clubs? Anyway, if this is a person, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter her size. She can be 100 pounds. She can be 1,000 pounds.
All right.
If
yes,
this woman is not, you're not physically attracted to her, you're not taking her number. Men don't do that. Men don't do sympathy takes to the number unless she was with a friend who you wanted to get with. Men don't just take women's numbers. Who
Okay.
they're not sexually attracted to at all.
But men don't turn women down in that realm either. Even if you if you gave her a wrong number, men don't turn women down. A woman don't approach a man and be on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And nigga be like, oh, all right, yeah, let me get you.
This day and age, yes, the hell they do.
These young boys is different. I
I
don't
ain't
know.
say young, but I'm talking about all men. Men will look and be like, oh no, I got a wife. Oh no, hold on. Hold on, be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom. Yes, y'all turn women down. Y'all ain't out here taking every number.
I've never seen a nigga
You
do
sit
that.
on TikTok all the time.
I've seen a nigga do a fake number beforehand or pass it off.
That's because you ain't been in these streets in a while.
Pass the chick off to their man. That's what they do. They normally like, oh, you know what, my man, I'm married, but my man's single.
And then the man be looking at you like, why you pass her to me?
Yeah, he probably be looking at why you pass her to me.
And now he got to sit there and talk to her till y'all, all right, look out, and then y'all got to leave.
I mean, yeah, he probably,
But if y'all go outside and y'all
attest
see
for
her
it.
car, y'all find out she the owner, that 100 of that 450 pounds come off real quick.
No, listen, that's
yes,
not.
to do.
No,
yes, to do.
no.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about.
I'm not
men.
looking at the car like, oh shit, she got the new Benz, blah blah blah. No, I mean, listen, it's just one of them things, man. Men are much less like that because we're not looking for security from women. We're not.
Are you kidding me?
We're not looking for off the meetup.
Okay.
Off the I just met you.
I'm not. That's why.
I look for
that's
security
why
from
you
my
sex
wife,
That's why you
but
sex
not from the
here's
meetup.
the
Not
thing.
from the meetup.
That sounds so ass backwards because in order for me to be your wife, I gotta pass a bunch of tests, right?
Well, that comes later on.
Okay. So off the meetup, is my ass fat and etc.
Exactly.
It don't care if I don't got no job or nothing like that.
If you ain't
none of that
shaped like
matters.
an iPhone, you know what I mean? We can
All
work
right.
something
Damn,
out.
that's your requirements. That's your requirements. That's crazy. I'm learning something new today. Followers and listeners. Damn, if you ain't shaped like an iPhone, so ladies, if you're not shaped like an iPhone, Mr. Know-it-all is for you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Android is okay, but if you're shaped like an iPhone,
No, the Android is worse. Android got a fucking
now you got
character.
an iPhone. Now it's a problem with the Android.
Yo,
My mouth keep hitting this microphone. I don't know what is going on.
you all right?
No, I'm not. I need some protection over here. This is crazy.
Oh my god.
Right, so your requirement is if you're not built like an iPhone, I'm gonna take you home. That's crazy as hell.
It's not, man.
I don't even know what to say about
because
that.
no, listen, men. Back to what I was saying though. Men are not looking off, not off the meetup, not off the first meet, not off the situation.
I also think the age comes in. So I think men that are 18. Men that are 15 to 18 is looking for something different.
Yeah.
People that's 18 to 21 is looking for something different.
Right.
People 21 to 25 and so on and so forth. So I hopefully at your, as you've been saying, like, quote unquote, big age of 50, that you're not,
Oh,
that you.
who the fuck is 50? yo, you gotta fucking chill, yo. You gotta chill, for
At
real.
your big age of 39. I hope you wouldn't be sitting there like, oh, okay, she built like an iPhone, never mind. Like, I hope there's more. If you seen that she was owner of the bar, you'd be like, hold up, wait, I could do my podcast here.
If I'm 50, if I'm single and I'm 50, all my options is built like an iPhone.
That's crazy as hell. I ain't gonna be built like no iPhone when I'm 50. I mean, I'm pushing. I gotta lose this little 25 pounds, but I ain't built like no damn iPhone.
Yo,
That's crazy as hell.
I'm sorry, man. Like, but
Wait till I
first,
get this tummy tuck.
listen. You gotta understand. Oh, did you know? Not even to change the subject. Maybe to change the subject a little bit. Did you know that there's a civil war going on with BBWs right now?
Why?
Because
if you thick or if you're
the BBWs are war. The BBWs, like the real big ones, that shaped like an iPhone, is
at war with
the war with the curvy ones. So that you can't be a curvy BBW.
Damn, that's like black on black crime. That is like hating your own people. That is a shame.
That's like niggas.
That's like the light skin versus the dark skin.
That's like niggas named Jermaine beefing with Africans.
I didn't even get that. I don't even know what that even means.
You don't know that every nigga that I don't care, man.
I don't condone
I got family
any of
named
what
Jermaine.
Mr. Know-it-all
Niggas
is
named
saying.
Jermaine back in the day. It was always real black niggas named Jermaine.
I don't condone none of this. I would just point out the fact
if you
that
was black, your name was
it's
Jermaine
like
growing up in the
disliking
80s
your
and
own
90s.
kind. But I mean, I get it though, because some people consider, like, I don't want to say like you did other real big ones. Some people consider
real big ones.
That's what you said. I didn't say that. I'm part of that community.
The real big ones.
Yeah, I'm part of that community. I did not say that.
Yeah.
But I could see how a woman who had like a larger stomach and, you know what I mean, larger breasts and maybe was shorter statue, I could see that would be at war with, you know, some of the shapelier ones. They think that it's not the same. Like,
is it the same?
I think it is. I think sometimes we get treated the same. It's different. And I'm not talking about, and this is, I don't discriminate against any women.
Right.
But I'm not talking about the people who like got, you know, once upon a time had like I'm not talking about the people who are like roughly that size 12 to 14. Like, you know what I mean? Who are like, oh, you can't be on Tyra Banks' show, but you can't be on Watch Out for the Big Girls either. I'm not talking about that.
Shannon,
So but what I'm saying is that there's size 12 to 14s that want to be BBWs,
but
and then the size 30 to 32 ain't having it.
But wait a minute, there's size 16s to 22s that are different. There's a different. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, well, I'm a 16.
Torrid been bullshitting big girls for a long time. There are
What?
There are
Get my
some,
shoes from Torrid.
There's some shit that come out of Torrid, and you be like, you know what I'm saying? You do a good job with it. The shit be looking like the catalog thing. There's a couple people, you know what I'm saying, when the shit comes to the house, you be like, what the fuck happened? Like it's because, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm a size I'm a size acceptance person because my mom was a plus size model, and that's what she taught me. So I'm not, here's my thing, right? I don't think anybody should be at war with anybody because of size, right? I don't even think the BBW should be at war with maybe the extremely small women. Like, I just don't think that it should be a war about your size. It wasn't a shot. There's people who are, my nieces are extremely petite women.
Right.
They just, I mean, petite. I don't even know if they 100 pounds. Like, my nieces are very petite women.
Right.
I wouldn't want, if Lyric grew up to be a BBW, I wouldn't want her at war with my nieces because they're extremely petite. I don't think size should be a reason why we're at war with each other, especially in the same community. Like I said, it's like black on black crime.
But that's what I mean, though. Size is one thing, though, but shape is another, and that's kind of the thing.
Well, why should the sizes go against the shapes? The iPhones go up against the hourglasses? Like, what is this?
This is exactly what
it
is.
No, it shouldn't be like that.
It's a war full of knickknacks and cell phones. It's beef. All the shelves is beefing right now. What the fuck, man?
No, this is craziness. But I get it because I'm in a bunch of like plus size groups on Facebook. Shout out to all the plus size groups I'm in on Facebook.
Right.
But yeah, the curvier ones, like you'll hear people going there like, I need to know where to get the real sexy clothes at, and don't send me to Shein because they don't make my size. I mean, Shein's 3X is a true extra large. Shein don't make big size. I didn't mean it like that.
They ain't got the Pro Max.
They don't got the Pro Max. Wow, I don't condone any of this. I'm a size acceptance. I think all of them are beautiful.
I'm sticking with the theme. I
don't know what he's talking about.
So
one more cheeseburger, he gonna have an iPhone in his hand, so he better quit talking shit. I'm in the gym tomorrow because of this conversation.
You good, babe? You good? Listen,
not that anybody else has to be.
But all right, so men are different though, right? But I think maybe men got the. But are are women attracted to men? And you know what? No, I can't do that because women are
this
so
argument.
fucking
All right, I'm gonna tell you
superficial.
this argument. This
Right.
argument that with the gold digger argument is the
Yeah.
same argument as if, let's say, if you worked at a convenience store,
Okay.
and your counter was high.
Right.
You seen a girl come in, she's sitting there talking to you, face look crazy, but you can only see her from the neck down.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, you look cute, gotta get your number."
Right.
And judged on what you looking at, you're like, "Nah, I'm
Right.
cool." Then she turn around and leave out, and she got ass, she got breasts, you might be like, damn, I
Niggas-
could have hit that.
niggas is
That's the
disgusting.
equivalent of a gold digger.
I
though.
mean, niggas baby moms. Niggas is
That's
disgusting.
it. You'll probably
everybody
slide
baby
out
mama
like,
like that.
"Oh, my bad. I thought you asked if I was harried." No, I'm not harried. I'm you know what I mean? I think you said married. I thought you said harried.
Harried? What the fuck?
That's
But-
what y'all do. Y'all would slide up right to this girl. She was dragging a wagon and
All
you
right,
ain't
so,
see
all
it.
right, so think about it like this. Just think about this situation and whatnot. Okay, so now 3 niggas walk into a bar.
Can we just say men? I'm trying
Three men walk into a bar.
Okay.
All right, 3 black men and whatnot. You got Ghost from Power. You know what I'm saying?
Good choice. Good choice.
You got Faison Love, and then you got Jerome Bettis. Do you see what I'm saying? So okay, so you got one,
I'm going for Jerome all day.
but that's kind of what I'm saying. You got the
Right,
brolic
that's
nigga.
my favorite.
You got the brolic nigga, but you got the big, stocky nigga, and then you got Faison that's more belly than anything. So
And his head, he got his head like a Cocoa Puff. I can't. He like 2 Cocoa Puffs, just different sizes put on top of each other. He like a chocolate snowman. Well, he has a good personality though. He'd probably like the last. I probably have a good time with him.
Yeah, but see, that's kind of what I'm saying. So, that's why I know that women are superficial. You know what I mean?
Everybody's superficial.
But
Ain't
it
nobody,
don't- but it don't
nobody
have to
picks.
do- it don't have
Nobody
to do-
picks a partner.
But it has to have to do with their looks. It doesn't have to do with these men's looks. That's kind of what
Yes,
I'm
it
saying.
does.
All right, so you don't know all these niggas is rich.
Faison Love is out.
All right,
That's it.
Faison Love out.
Unless he the only one that walked in.
But that's probably the nigga that treats you. What if that's the nigga that treats you the best?
How would I know that?
That's the point.
But if I'm not attracted to you and I can't sleep with you,
That's the
there's checks and balances in life,
checks
right?
and balances and whatnot.
So you have to fit. Unfortunately, me, I'm the complete package,
So,
right? I'm
big
cute.
niggas
I got.
has
You
gotta
didn't
be
let me
cute. I'm
finish
sorry,
it.
I'm
You
sorry,
didn't let
I'm
me
sorry.
finish.
Go ahead, go
I may
ahead.
not be some people's cup of tea. I get that. I might be too big. I might be too small. I might not be big enough. My curves might be in the wrong places. But you know, I think like on an even playing field, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm educated. I don't look my age. I have a business. You know what I mean? Credit.
All that is for your gratification.
But again,
you
no,
don't
no.
wear that
But what
shit
I'm
on your
saying
sleeve.
is that I don't. But here's the thing: when people find out that I'm a therapist, my stock go up 38-40%.
Of course. Because niggas need therapy and you be in a bar.
I
they be
had
like,
to learn to stop saying that. To people.
grown men don't go to therapy. You know how grown men treat they mental health like they treat their physical health or whatnot. You know what I mean? You know,
I'll be somewhere chilling, having a
but
great
niggas,
time.
niggas never go get the STD test. They wait till their girl get it. They be like, well, if you ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
not
when
the
they be
point.
exactly, so they sit in the fucking bar and you know what I mean? When they find out that the person that they sitting across from is a therapist and she getting drunk too, you're like, well, damn, I might as well just start telling the shit. Same
I
reason.
don't think it's that. I think it's so. What I meant by that when I said the stock go up is because they see dollar signs. They think, oh shit, you making money, you got a job, you same shit.
Because you ain't raggedy and ratchet. It's so. This is the thing, and I'm gonna say this: men, we're not looking at it as a situation where okay, you come with security. We're not looking at it as you know.
Men my age, yes, the hell they are.
Listen. They're looking at you as a change of pace from what they used to.
I think
because
that-
man,
I think it's a little bit of
listen,
both.
Just listen.
I don't
If
gotta
you
buy her
have-
nothing. She ain't gonna need me to pay her light bill. She ain't gonna need me to pay her.
That's what I'm saying.
That's security.
But the security comes from the fact that you ain't gonna be so lenient on
Exactly.
me.
Exactly.
That's not how women look at men.
exactly.
That's
I
what
done
I'm
had to
saying.
be like, oh, I'm married. Oh, I'm. It even
But-
comes with, well,
Do you
is y'all
understand
allowed
what
to
I-
have friends?
Do you understand? But do you understand what I'm saying? Men are. It's backwards in what you're saying because men are not looking at women along those lines. We're looking at it like, oh, okay, if she got her own and she's doing her own thing, if we were to get together, she wouldn't be so lenient on me because she could do her own thing. Rather these ratchet hood ass bitches that ain't got shit that always need me and always mooching off me. Women don't look at men like that. They don't look at a nigga like, oh shit, oh okay, nigga, you got a job, good, cause You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, then I wouldn't have to take care of this. And women don't never
Women
think
don't
that.
look at men like that.
Women don't look at men like
Women
that.
don't look at men and be like,
So let me get this straight. You look a woman.
Are you kidding me?
A woman would look at a man and say, "Hey, oh shit, nigga, you got a job or you work for sanitation? Shit, good."
the sanitation worker tried to talk to me last week.
What I'm saying is that you're not. If you were single, you wouldn't be looking at him like, "Well, nigga, at least you
I'd
got a
be like,
job."
yep, yes, I would.
You be like, "At least you got a job, so
Yup.
you ain't got to be. So you ain't got. To, oh, I ain't got to be paying your
Yup.
bills." No, you would not. Because
Yes, I-
women don't pay men's bills.
Yes, women, where? Especially, you know how they talk about the BBW community. You know, we always get a bad rap for that.
That's tax time.
No, it's exactly.
That is iPhone.
Let me tell you
only.
who
That's
get that
iPhone
worse.
only.
BBW and old ass unattractive men.
iPhone only.
No, it ain't. Old ass men and BBWs
Oh,
get
yeah.
that the worst. Old ass men get first of the month jokes. BBW get tax season jokes.
Because
You gotta lay up under a stomach to get some money. Or you gotta touch on some hairy balls to get your sew in.
Mr. James is here. You in a bind, baby, Mr. James.
Exactly. And then and you can tell it's always a nutting ass person. Oh yeah, let me get it to flip. The joke's always got something to do with flipping something. It ain't like, oh, let me invest this in my 401k. You know what? Come on, let's buy a house. There's always a raggedy ass man laying up under BBW stomach talking about, let me flip this money.
Oh man. Mr. James. Oh man.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. No, you're right about that. I agree with that.
Thank you. Old ass men and BBWs. We forever taking care of somebody,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Our cash app. Ding ding. We always cash app another. We always got a cash app in it. Like, it's crazy.
No. Listen.
That's why I gotta let them know. You ain't. Oh, I guess that's not letting them know. That's letting them know that I probably could cash app them. Huh?
Yeah, I know. No cash app for you, nigga. Like, what? I didn't ask for it, but apparently now that you
Put
said
this
something.
on his tab. Oh, well, you working? Not today. You can say here, talk to me for an hour. Can you put spam for my potato skins, please?
Didn't you say you own this bar? Like, for real.
Nope, I said I stoned this bar before when I was a kid.
So, all right. So we had, let's just say that in recent times, especially as just being us or whatnot, we run into a conversation of expectations.
Who has?
We have
Me and you?
Yeah, well, not between us, but from what we feel like we expect of others and what others expect of us. Does that make sense?
I think so.
All right. Do you think that people expect too much out of you?
Me as a person?
You as a person.
You know what? I think it depends on the people. I think there is a general expectation because of me and the way I carry myself. I think there's personal relationship expectations, like, you know, expectations with my close friends on how to operate, expectations with my not so close friends on how to operate.
Right.
So yeah, I think that you wouldn't be human if you didn't have expectations of people. I think in some relationships my expectations are higher. In other relationships, my expectations are lower.
So your expectations are lower of some people.
I think, well, yeah, as is some people's are expectations. And I don't mean lower like low, like you don't expect nothing. Like I think, okay, let's just say if it's, you know, if it's my sister. I talk to my sister 1,000 times a day. Her expectation is 9 out of 10 times I'm answering the phone.
Okay. Right, I got that.
So there's an expectation between me and her.
Right.
We have an expectation on if, you know, she says she needs me for something, the expectation is that I'm there. Where you have, let's say, you know, my friend Sylvia, who lives in, one of my best friends, one of Lyric's godmoms, who lives in North Carolina, it's not expected that every time she calls, I answer the phone. It's not expected that, you know, if I was to, well, it could be expected if I wasn't, but her expectations of me are different in certain areas. You know, it's the same thing if she needed something, of course I'd be there, but she doesn't expect as much of me as my sister does, but she also might not need me in that way.
Okay. So that now the bigger question is that does it become an issue on the back end? Because to me, when you look at a person, and I mean, what's known doesn't need to be said, you know what I mean, in certain situations. But in others, sometimes people don't have that in them that they can differentiate the two. Like an expectation is an expectation, and it's not until it's faced with some sort of adversity or some uncommon ground does it look at it like almost to say, well, I expect more out of you, or I don't even expect no shit like that from them. You understand what I'm saying?
I think that's all around.
Right.
I think that's all around. I know. So let me see how I want to put this. So a friend of mine works for a company, and we were talking today, and she was saying like, hey, I realized that out of all the people who work in my department, I'm called on the least. Like I don't, my reviews are good. This is how, this is really great. My raises, everything was on point, but I'm called on the least.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where everybody else in my department is like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And she's like, well, hey, what's going on? Like, why am I called on the least?
Right.
And, so we're having this conversation and we're just trying to get to the bottom of things and et cetera. But I think if you look at that expectation thing, and this is not what she said to me, but I'm trying to just see if this kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if even that for her, if it's like, oh, well, let's say you're really good at making graphs and signs.
Right.
And there's a lot of graphs and signs to make. Mm-hmm. So do your regular job, and there's some graphs and signs to make, we'll call on you. So it could look like the expectation is lower because of how they think about or how they've put her in this box of what she may be good at and what she may not be good at. You know what I mean? So if you're
does that seem like it sounds as kind of offensive?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because you don't even give me. I don't even have knowledge of what opportunities there are in this company.
Right.
Because and this is me speaking from her perspective. She doesn't even have the knowledge of what there is in this company because she's not afforded the opportunity. You know what I mean? And so when she starts questioning, well, hey, like I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing that. What's going on?
Right.
And we haven't gotten to the bottom of what's happening yet. But I think sometimes when people have expectations of you, they keep you in that box. Like I'm not,
what develops an expectation though? Like what is it? What you've always shown to people, or is it
people's experience and their perception of you?
All right, explain. Give me
if I've always known you to be a rapper,
right,
and you're a rapper, and I put you in that box. If you say, hey, I'm trying to do a podcast and do this podcast on me, I might be like, but no, you're a rapper.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't do a podcast. Like, why would you want to do that? That's not even your thing. You do this because that's my experience of you. If people, I'm a therapist, which therapy and bartending go very well together. But people might be like, wait a minute, you're a 32-year-old. You're 30. Like, why you want to do that's not you. You're not an entrepreneur. Don't do you like this is what you go with the flow. Like this is what you've always done.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now, like, why? So you don't like. I expect Donovan to get up and walk the dog. I don't expect Lyric. So if Donovan doesn't do it, I'm like, hey, yo, what's going on? If Lyric doesn't do it, it's like, oh, goddamn it, here we go again. You know what I mean? She ain't. I knew she wasn't gonna do it.
Okay.
But it also makes it so that, which is unfair to my kids, and I'm saying this on tape. Right. It also makes it that Donovan gets in trouble for it, where because it's expected from Lyric, she doesn't.
But it seems like with children, expectations grow.
I was just using that. I was just using that bare minimum to say,
right.
When you're a person that doesn't expect something from somebody, your feelings ain't hurt when it don't happen. Sometimes you already knew what this was hitting for. You prepare yourself to deal with them in a certain kind of way. It just is. So not necessarily. And Donovan's not a child anymore. He's a man.
Right.
But yeah, I think expectations say a lot because again, expectations you put people into categories in your mind based on what you expect from them. I expect you to come fix my flat tire. I don't expect Ruff to. So if Ruff says no, I'm not pissed off at Ruff. If you say no because of my expectations of you, I'm definitely pissed off at you.
But that's more because of who I am in your life.
But that's how expectations go. I'm your wife, so you expect more from me than you do your sister.
But what if your stature is that kind of the same thing? But like just friends. Is it based upon the relationship the friends are? Or is it lending leniency to maybe one friend that is not as reliable or stable or you know what I mean, anything as another.
Right. I expect a friend of mine that I hang out with all the time to say yes, they're going to come with me.
Right.
I don't even call a lot of my friends to come and do anything because I already know they're going to say no.
Okay.
I already expect, like, the expectation is you're going to say no. So I'm not even going to shoot my shot with you because I already know it's a no, because my experience has shown me that it's been a no before and it's always going to be a no.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I
Right.
think expectations come with people. There's friends right now that I know if I needed $100, I could call and be like, damn, I need $100. I'm sorry, I'll give it back to you Friday. And it's like, okay, what's your Cash App? There's other friends that's like, well, what is it for? What do you need?
Are you more expecting them to have it, or you are expecting them to be willing to give it to you and know that they're good for it?
I think that based on my expectations and what box I've put you in, I know that I'm not even gonna call you.
Okay. Right.
So I know that it's not even an option to even say, hey, can I?
Right.
Because of the expectation, like, because of what I know. You know what I mean? If I know that 9 times out of 10, if we going out, I'm fronting your bill or I'm buying you a drink, you ain't got it. You know what I mean? I know 9 times out of 10, if whenever we're talking about doing something, you're the money person and you're always saying, oh, well, hey, I'm not sure. I already know not to call you. You ain't even got it.
So here's the bigger question. In an instance like that, and we're just using money, for instance, just because that's what we're talking right now. If that person had it, and they knew you needed it, would that person offer it? Because the expectation is that person, when I'm only using money, like I said before, because that's what we were talking about. If that person that you knew didn't have it, knew that you needed it, and had it, but they never really have it, but now they have it, would they offer it? See,
I don't know. I think it defines have it, because just because I have it don't mean I have it to give you.
Or they can have it there where it wouldn't hurt them to give it to you. I think that to me, a lot of times,
I think that goes beyond expectations. I think that goes into the content and character of a person. If we're friends,
but isn't what you can expect out of a person go into the content of the character?
No, because you know what I mean. I have some pretty well off associates who I'm pretty sure would, if I borrowed $100 today, I told them I would give it back to them in 2 days, they would very well be knocking on my door for the $100.
Which is fine. You know
what I mean?
Because that's what you promised them.
Yeah, that's true.
And they expect you to be a person of your word. My thing is that the reason why I say these things the way that I say them is that because I feel like expectations, I feel like a lot of times what you expect out of certain people is tied into their character. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's tied directly into their character.
Oh,
I feel as if that if you expect somebody to fuck up and they always fuck up, that they're a fuck up. That's who they are. That's a part of who their character is. So when we start talking about like borrowing something along those lines and whatnot, that person has every right to be the one in the stern.
We finished at 7:30.
Yeah. We'll be done soon. Yeah. Like what? I mean, that person's well within their rights to be like, hey, look, I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need that back in 2 days though. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine because you can expect them to be that way, but the character is never different. It can be kind-hearted. You can be kind-hearted and stern. Two things can be true, but you can't be. To me, I don't feel. Two things can be true. Sometimes 3 things can't be true. I don't think you can be needy, fucked up, and generous at the same time. I just don't think. I think it's a conflict of interest.
That's not true. I know somebody that's all 3. Because generosity also don't have to do with money. Generosity could be, I don't have it, but you're at my house and I only got 4 wings. I ordered them before you got here, but I'm always gonna ask you if you want one.
I can understand that. I can get that portion.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes
maybe I'm looking at it in the wrong
sometimes
realm.
People don't have tangible things to give. But let's just say if I'm needy, I'm messed up, but every time you call, I answer the phone and we talk through whatever it is. I don't got nothing to give you.
Right.
But I give you support.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
you don't, you know what I mean? I think it does definitely goes back to your character too. There's some people who won't give you things because it's you. And you should. Like there's some people who might look at us like, well, you should have it. So if you don't, it's your fault that you don't got it. So yeah, I got it, but I ain't giving it to you.
Now let me ask you, so is it that's my fault? Or is it based upon the character of the person that would look at me in that way?
So I think it depends because I've also seen people who's had it, should have it, and spent it on something else and call somebody that very second to get it right back.
Right, exactly.
So if you have bad spending habits and you should have it, then know it. Whether you need it or not, I might not give it to you. You know what I mean? Because you ain't going to go and buy this Chanel bag and I see you buy it, then go on the phone like, oh my God, my license about to get off. Can I borrow $250 in the dark?
But I think the character comes into play and whatnot as if I would give to you.
But that's not.
But if I would give to you. If I would give to you, and then if I would be in a position and whatnot, just because you know something or you feel something, or you know what I mean, if it's always a question about something like, well, you know what I mean, what you need it for, like it to me, I think that's fucked up. I think that one hand should wash the other in that instance.
But I think too, and not to get all deep and therapeutic on you,
right?
People come with so many different things. Like people come with so many different things. Like, so your idea of having it and my idea of having it might be different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Your idea of what it means to be gracious and generous is much different than my idea of what it means to be gracious and generous. Like, I had a friend who used to call me stingy all the time. Right. Now, this is also a friend who I would bend over backwards for, who I would do things for. But when it came to certain things, so when it came to me, like sharing my food, I'm not doing that. Like I'll buy you what you want, but you can't. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? That's just how it. That's just how it is.
See the abuse.
You know what I mean?
Men have been going through for ages.
No, but I mean, there's certain things where let's just say if I said, okay, look, I'm good. I'm gonna bring this to your house, right? It's cool. I got the dinner tonight. Right. And I bought everything for the dinner except I happen to bring me corn and I bought everybody else mashed potatoes. Right. Just because I won't give you none of my corn, it's like, oh, you selfish. Even though I bought this whole meal. Right.
Some people is
so like you got something. That's what I'm saying. So again, people come with so many different sets of things. It ain't. Their expectations are all rolled up in how they was raised, what they value, what they see in you, what they don't, what you trigger in them, what you don't like. People is some. Yeah. People are. I want to say motherfuckers, but I can't. People are MFers. Like
you
people,
said it.
we're people are a trip.
Like
we are.
Yeah,
we just are.
Right.
And we have so many things that are going on with us that we don't say, that people don't know about, that drive our actions.
Right.
You know what I mean? So many fears, and I could have $1 million gazillion dollars, but the fact that at one time I had zero, I can't give you any of it because I'm afraid that if I give you some of it, now I'm counting what's lost in my head because I'm so afraid of being back there. Even though to you it makes no sense. You got $1 million gazillion quadrillion dollars. Right. But now I'm minus $4 and that means something to me.
Right. Now we have $300 million, $70.
Like people come up when you understanding human behavior is like a gift and a curse because it also allows you to be able to put up with so much more bullshit that is crazy. Right. And people look at you like, damn, you deal with this, you deal with that. Well, yeah, because I understand it, and it ain't really nothing against me. It's just how this person operates.
Then why do people ever just stop and say, maybe I shouldn't give her some of this bullshit?
Because some people can't.
Nobody can.
No, like some people can't. Like my makeup is my makeup, and like my bullshit is part of my makeup, and you can't go back and erase 32 years of the way that I was raised and what I was. You can't go back and erase that, no matter how much you love me. Right. You know what I mean? I'm born and I conduct myself this way because of there's things that I might be afraid about that you don't know about. There's things that I might like that you'll. So there's different things that we go through in life that you know what I mean, make us who we are, and it draws our character. So what might seem fucked up to you don't seem fucked up to me, and vice versa, because it's a culmination of everything that we've been through in our lives, and that's what makes human behavior so hard to change. That's why, for the most part, unless you have to continuously rub me the wrong way for a pretty long time for me to say fuck it, I'm done with you. You know what I mean? Right. So because I understand it, like I see it. When I know your story, I get it. I get that I get that you can't get out your bed and come fix your flat tire, and that this ain't about me. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I get that.
Mm-hmm. All right, but let's bring it. That was a good one. That was good conversation. Good conversation. Bring it back. Better bring that back. Real quick, things we need to get to real quick, and then we can get the fuck out of here. There's been a Will Smith sighting in Mumbai. You care?
I'm sorry. Lanisha's texted me about prom stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. But there's been a Will Smith sighting in Mumbai. You saw the pictures and stuff, right?
I wish you wouldn't say Mumbai because they said it was India. I'm not sure if that's in Mumbai or not.
Yeah, I think that's India. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, saw Will Smith. Will Smith, come here, Will Smith.
Did y'all think he was gonna be hiding forever?
I don't think the niggas. Yeah.
He went to India.
Yeah, he went to India. God damn.
And he waved. They took pictures.
I think he was still hiding. You know
Or
what I
is he
mean?
ever
Just-
going to take pictures like this, where he's actually like, where people are like, do the slap, do the slap?
Yeah, see, see what I'm saying? Like, it's always be your own fucking people.
Where you see with a picture like this? Look at me. He
what?
gonna be, but his hand ain't really touching
Be
nobody.
your own people.
Watch closely. You're about to experience a nigga moment.
Chris Rock mom spoke out.
She said, much like I said,
What'd she say?
when Will Smith smacked her son, he smacked all of us. And that's what I said. I don't know if she meant all of them as a family or all of them as black people.
I think she meant
because I didn't watch it, but I'm taking it as all of them as black people.
All of us as black people.
Yeah.
Or it could have been all the rocks. It's about 300 of them.
Smacking a rock. Smacking a rock. Smacking a rock.
Oh man, that's not fair. May got interviewed by Gail.
I know. Is it coming out yet?
I don't
know. I didn't think. How is she allowed to speak on it and it's not done yet?
She's not allowed to speak on it. She shouldn't be speaking on it. And here's the thing. Not
like
once,
it sounds like that the whole the interview is certainly supposed to be about just this.
Not once in the interview did she say who
you watched
he
it
was. And I saw some of the clips. Not once did she say who he was. She said, "This man told me to dance, bitch," and shot at my feet. The problem is,
but she probably can't say his name.
She can't say his name and whatnot. But she said because she already accused him of it. So actually, you can, if you accuse somebody of something, you can accuse him of it, I guess. But if you're broadcasting,
is he still in jail or did he get out?
Nah, that nigga bonded out the next hour. That he got locked up for violating the restraining order agreement. My thing is that people are now, what they're doing is they're saying that this is the last ditch effort because if they don't find anything and it comes out, like I said before, and I said this last week, remember we were talking about this, me, you, and Charlene. I was like, if you find out she lying, that shit's gonna be a big problem. So I don't know. Maybe they will find something, but when they found out that nothing was conclusive for the gun residue, but the girl, her friend, had gun residue, we gonna find out what the fuck this shit is about. Because honestly, but I wish why the fuck is she even talking to Gail right now? To me, I think it's trying to.
I don't know. I would have to watch it because I don't.
What's the point of even painting this narrative right now?
So I feel like you're becoming a He-Man woman hater.
I'm not a He-Man.
I feel like whenever there is a woman involved, you like ride so hard
because I don't believe
for these certain things.
Because I don't be believing people.
That's
I don't
crazy.
believe people because at the end of the day, I think that a lot of times I don't subscribe to believe women.
There you go again. Your inflection. Look at what you told me. Look at your lines. You look at your lines.
I don't subscribe to believe to believe women because women are to be believed. I just don't.
But I think if
you prove me wrong,
that's your expectation,
I'd rather say I'm wrong. I'd rather say
if that's your expectation.
If that nigga, if they prove without a shadow of a doubt that he shot at her feet, that's cool. But what happens is that when all this other shit
you've been
comes,
in disbelief before you even got any of the evidence. You were saying the next day.
That's not true. That's
that you didn't think this was
I know what
out.
I said it didn't sound right. I said that sounds weird as hell that he would be out there just shooting at her feet. And it sounded even worse because I didn't pull no bullet fragments out of her fucking feet. So that made me something. I'm like, shit can happen. If they prove him guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm like, you know what? That nigga did it. It is what it is. The problem is that when shit become inconclusive, you everything was blurry. You don't know what happened and whatnot. To me, all this shit is starting to become more and more odd. And I can't just believe you just because you said believe you. Because if you wrong, then what? And I'll take it on the chin and say, you know what, I'm wrong. I can eat that and be like, you know what, I'm wrong for not believing her. But
I think the funny thing is that I don't care enough.
Well, let's see. Shannon,
but I guess it's current events for you.
I run a podcast.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You're right.
Can I say something?
Oh,
I do a podcast because Kelly does in Rough. They do this shit a lot too. You fucking Leos. I don't know what it is about y'all. This is the thing. This is a fucking platform. You don't have to care about any of this shit. This is what I do.
Ladies and gentlemen. You're about to have a...
But this is what I honestly...
You're about to witness a black man meltdown moment.
No, because you're like, well, I don't really care that much. We don't care about
but you
none
be
of this shit.
so compassionate. Like you
Because
be
that's
like,
my fucking
if
job.
she's lying,
I've been doing
she
this.
should go straight to hell.
I've been doing this shit for 3 years. It's not gonna be believable if you don't believe what I'm telling you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day.
Well, I get what you're saying.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm just hungry, so I'm turning
I'm
into
ready to
I
eat
need a
too.
Snickers.
Somebody's hangry. I
Oh
remember.
shit! What you want? What you trying to get it up?
I said hangry.
No, I thought you said you was ready to eat.
Oh my god.
Never mind. I don't. It's been a while.
Oh man. The baby tries to fight his artist.
Makes sense.
He swung on that nigga. Big
The
nigga.
baby swinging on everybody.
That
First
big-
of all,
the big nigga
you
dipped
get
it.
smacked. You get punched in the face. You get punched in the face. You get punched.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold
The
you.
baby is bowling alleys,
no,
backstage
no.
cars, wig appointments.
So
The baby.
The baby threw a left at this nigga, and I ain't gonna hold you. Big man dipped the shit out. Look, big man dipped it, right? And to be quite honest with you, I know what a counter looks like. If that nigga would have came up, he'd have knocked baby the fuck out. But the security guard, and he pulled the punch. Security guards ran in. The reason why I bring this up is because all of this shit that's going on with the baby now, somebody has found the old footage from the Walmart incident.
Yep, I seen that.
Yeah.
And they trying to say his self-defense thing don't really.
It don't
really-
matter.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is court of public opinion doesn't exist. Like, it's not a real
but
thing.
I think too the thing with again what I just said about expectations from people, right?
Yeah.
We're people. By the time you get your big age, like you keep saying, you know what I mean. You're you already.
That's
so
true.
you no
No,
matter
absolutely.
what situation you put yourself in, let me tell you the one thing I learned, and if I ain't learned nothing else about people in the last 6 months of my life, I learned that people is gonna be them. It don't matter who you are.
That's true.
It don't matter what you think you are. People are gonna be them regardless.
But that nigga just shot a nigga last week. I think that people are. I think that what happens is that people
You shot somebody last week.
3 weeks ago. The bull was
The baby shot somebody,
Yeah,
and
bull-
the bullet hit the person.
Oh yeah, the motherfucker was trying to break into his house.
Well,
yeah.
that's different.
Which I mean, but that's the whole. It seems like he ain't
Did
never.
the person die?
No. He survived. Shot him in the leg. They said he had mental health issues. It was a whole thing. The family said he was missing. It's a whole thing. But he tried to break into the baby's house. I don't understand. I've never. You know what it is though. I think it's because they know he about that life. So everybody want to test your gangster when they know you about that
But
life.
I also think so too. When you about that life and you got millions of dollars, you're about that lifeness goes up 1,000,000% too. So you walking around thinking you beat a murder. Number one,
Yes.
you beat a murder. You already named the baby. You already punching people. You already talking shit to your baby. Like you already getting this. You like the Bobby Brown of even worse than Bobby. Shit, Bobby didn't even do all of that. He just snorted a little coke and had a bunch of babies. But that was it.
But to me, I think like I worry about that because people are really on a type time where somebody can really go after him if they want to.
And you know they will.
Right,
but he
right.
also has to realize too, again, expectation factors. People's expectations of him went up when he got to where he was, and then they went back down when they realized that he's there physically, but he ain't too far from where he is. He been mentally.
But they've been testing this nigga before he was big. I remember the first time
But
I
I
seen
guess
the baby.
you also got to determine what testing means.
When this nigga was doing a video, minding his business. This was years ago. This was like 8 years ago when he did that video when he was
Has he been out for 8 years?
Yeah, he been out for a while. He was standing on the porch in Atlanta. Sorry, he was standing on the porch in Atlanta, and the nigga was like, "Yo, you ain't check in." Why do y'all continuously fuck with this bull? I don't understand. People have a thing about. I think that certain people are in the line of fire from just being who they are.
Oh, of course.
That's crazy.
Oh, of course.
But he wasn't even a big name then.
Shoot, you in the line of fire for being. I'm always in the goddamn line of fire for being Shannon. Okay,
I be trying to understand that too.
I'm always in it. Let me tell you something. Don't nobody get shot at more for being them than me.
We gonna get to the bottom of that shit. I just don't get it. I don't understand it.
I ain't even a baby. If people want to swing on me for no reason.
Oh man.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Elon Musk is acquiring Twitter. He is 44 billion. That nigga's already on Twitter saying I ain't changing nothing. I want everybody to hate me to stay on here. Yeah, I just think it's a ploy to get all the political shit back on and help Donald Trump get back on.
Elon Musk could do things. Elon Musk could do whatever the hell he wants. I just would change my last name from Musk if I was him.
He's South African though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Musk is just not a good. I mean,
South
I'm sorry if anybody. Here you can't offend people with the last name.
I'm
Musk.
about to say I think he might have made that shit up.
I'll be Shannon Musk if he pull up to me in the car. I won't be no prank over it.
Oh,
Never
really?
mind. Of course. You wouldn't want me to be Shannon Musk.
I would.
Exactly.
Now, okay, so you would, but you can't double marry. So can
No, it'd be like Casino. Know how she was with Robert De Niro, but she was still with a drug using boy.
But we
It wasn't
married.
good for her.
So would you just?
You don't got to know that. We would just get a divorce.
But I need that money though. I need money. If
I mean,
wanna
I help
do it.
you out. Yeah.
Oh,
Once
God,
let me get things situated over here, and I'm gonna come back for
I need
you.
at least two, 3 billy.
Let me get shit situated. I'm gonna come back for you. I'm gonna come back.
No, you gonna send me a motherfucking check weekly.
I'm gonna come back. Let me get things set up.
You
I'm gonna come
gonna
back
send
for
me
you.
a check. Matter of fact, we gonna be in the house together. Hey, Eli.
We ain't
know what I'm saying?
having that.
What you mean? We got kids together. I'm like, look, I'm a baby dad.
White
you know
Bay
what I'm
don't
saying?
like that. White Bay don't like that. Is he white?
Eli,
I don't know. What
he's
he
South
is.
African or something.
I don't know
like
nothing
that.
about
Yeah,
these
yeah.
people.
Johnny Depp.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. She was whooping his ass.
oh
That's
well,
fucked up.
happens. No, I'm sorry. I don't condone domestic
That's
violence of
fucked
any type.
up. See what I'm saying? When it's a
No.
nigga, it happens.
Well, he's not actually. He's a white man.
Yeah, that's true. Johnny
Yeah.
Depp, but that's fucked up, man.
I think it just goes to show the double standards, the times that we live in.
Because this nigga got to. Because if it was one of us, that nigga would be under the jail. You would have to have
First
a camera
of all,
in his
if
cell.
it was one of us, and let me tell you something, ain't no Johnny Depp putting up. Oh well, then there's Will Smith. Ain't no Johnny Depp putting up with nobody cutting off. I gotta put up with you cutting off my finger. Are
That's
you
what I'm
kidding
saying.
me? To not go through this, I'd rather do an 8-day trial
She
than
severed.
be mentally abused. Don't they got recordings and stuff?
Severed his finger with a Moet bottle. Threw the motherfucker at it, and he went to block it, and that's how.
Well, y'all was making saying he tied him down and cut it.
But nah, I mean it's fucked up though, man. And last but not least, Mano has a slave fetish. You hear about that, Mano, the motherfucking rapper?
Mano?
Yeah, he has a slave fetish. You have to listen to it for yourself. It's just a whole.
He wants to be the slave, or he wants a slave woman,
He wants to be a slave and
like an actual slave to a
and
white woman.
A white woman whoop him and call him nigger and all that shit in a sex.
And he actually participates in that with white women.
It was on Lip Service by Angela Yee. Did you want to hear it?
No, I can't.
You don't want to hear it?
Run.
All right, yeah, I'm ready to eat too. All right.
I just gotta work at 8:00. One of my 3 jobs.
There you go with that shit.
I got 3 jobs, Keith, and a business.
Oh man. Well, this has been fun.
It's been fun.
Yeah, fun laughs.
Welcome to the Shannon Post Show. I like this one.
It's the same song.
Oh,
Get with us on IG at Mr_Know-It-All_pod. The Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page. And please send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. I ain't doing no Carpe Diem today. Seize the day every day. Much
can I do my
love.
promotion.
There you go. Please do your promotion, babe. Go ahead.
Follow partyon.therun on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are the premier mobile bartending services and custom craft cocktail tables for all of your social gatherings, parties, celebrations, and wonderful life events. Come check us out, follow us, see what we got going on. Love you guys.
All right. Well, this has been fun. This has been great. Thanks for doing this with me, babe. It's been
No
a
problem. I
very
always
good
got your
time.
back.
And now it's time to say
Like full
goodbye
flaps on the
to
Cadillac.
all my Negro friends. Yo, get with us next week, man. We moving, we shaking, we making things happen. Yeah, and we gonna get everything started back up the way we need to get things started back up. I gotta get this construction down here done. I'm gonna get it situated. Things are gonna look different and whatnot. We gotta get this going again, though. I love these conversations.
I agree.
Love y'all dearly. Peace, deuces, holla. And as always, y'all cannot forget, and you must always remember, peace.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.